Gervonta, I don't know. What if Jake hits him? You know, Jake's a big guy. I don't know if Gervonta stood next to Jake. Jake's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Yeah.
And Gervonta is small even by lightweight standards.
Right.
So it is a little bit of a David and Goliath.
About the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting.
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me.
At first I was like, damn, Tank, like that's kind of crazy. Like, duh. But then I started thinking about it throughout the day. I'm thinking about it, I'm seeing the post. And I'm like, yo, none of this is guaranteed.
This is dangerous. That's the warning echoing across the boxing world as Jake Paul, a cruiserweight over 200 pounds, officially steps into the ring against Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the undefeated lightweight champion, nearly 65 pounds. Smaller, the date, November 14th. The stage? State Farm Arena, Atlanta, the platform, Netflix. But the question's endless. Veteran pundits like Spencer Oliver have openly questioned the matchup's legitimacy, characterizing it as more spectacle than sport. He dismissed it as a bad idea, betting instead on Davis's precision, speed, and knockout pedigree to prevail.
If you like this, please subscribe Punch Vista and click the bell icon for more latest and interesting videos.
Quite surprised because it sounded like Jake Paul and Joshua was getting closer and closer for January. However, there have been rumours of Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul in the past. I think with Gervonta Davis's kind of legal problems in the last month or so and rumours about his retirement, I don't think it's a massive shock that he is taking this Jake Paul fight if it is going to go ahead, purely for the reason that it's a lot of money for maybe not the most difficult job that he's going to have in his career. So it's a strange one, but yeah, it's just another kind of day in the sport, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh my days. Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. Is this real? This can't be real. Because he was talking about fighting Joshua, which is heavyweight. And now he's saying about fighting Tank. Nah, this can't be. It's Netflix as well. I need to go and do some checks and see if like the main pages have posted this, but Jake Paul's posted it. It says Friday, November 14th. It's in Atlanta, State Farm Arena. This is random, no?
My point still stands where it stands. Jake Paul wins this fight. I already bet Gervonta Davis in the DMs. We locked the bet. Guys, it's obvious Jake wins this fight. If you guys know anything about fighting, you know about weight classes. You know that Jake's been training for actual years.
Shakur Stevenson didn't hold back either. He called the idea of Tank fighting Jake Paul a terrible decision, stressing that the massive size difference makes it disrespectful to the sport. Stevenson argued that Davis should focus on fighting a real elite boxer, even pointing to himself as the more fitting challenge. In his eyes, Davis could make far more money in a legitimate unification bout than in what he called a circus exhibition.
I on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that, and he called cap on it. So if you gonna call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
Maybe he'll fight Jake Paul instead. What do you think of that?
I think that's terrible.
Why?
I mean, I get it because at the end of the day, it's the money business, and you want to make the most money. But from what I'm hearing, he can make more money in a fight with me, and if that's the case, why not fight me?
Sure. Do you think he beats Jake Paul?
Do I think he beats Jake? Yeah. I mean,
there's a huge size advantage, though.
It is, but I think Tank got the skills to make sure he come out on top.
Do you think that Jake has gone better?
Yeah, I think actually Jake got tremendously better from the time frame that he started till now. And in the right situation, I also could see him become a world champion.
Really?
Yeah.
On TalkSport's Drive Show, Spencer Oliver slammed the matchup as a freak show. He highlighted the 65 pounds weight gap, noting that Paul has fought at cruiserweight and even heavyweight, while Davis reigns at just 135 pounds. Still, Oliver admitted that Tank's speed and knockout power could allow him to slip inside and take Jake Paul out early, but ultimately, he questioned the fight's credibility, labeling it more spectacle than sanctioned competition.
It's nonsense.
Well, Ring Magazine have actually released it, so that's pretty strong. Pretty strong
evidence.
evidence that this fight is going to happen. Yeah, so I think the negotiations with Anthony Joshua have broken down, and I think that was down to broadcasting rights, who would get that with Anthony Joshua being on DAZN. Obviously, Jake Paul is on Netflix, and that's probably where the problem was. So I think that fight is sort of like dead and buried in the water. And we get Gervonta Davis, man, like you guys said it. He's a 135-pound world champion, lightweight world champion. The guy's my height. He's 5'5", and Jake Paul is a cruiserweight. You know, he walks around at sort of like 15 stone. So, and it's an exhibition. So, look, if you buy into that, then yeah, fine. But it's not what.
Ring Magazine, via lead writer Manuk Akapian and reporter Mike Coppinger, confirmed that Jake Paul will indeed face reigning WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Davis in an exhibition bout, not a professional one. Scheduled for mid-November at Atlanta State Farm Arena, it will stream live on Netflix. The outlet stressed the extreme weight disparity and noted that no official sanctioning body is likely to recognize it, further cementing the fight as spectacle over sport. KSI, never shy about firing shots at Jake Paul.
Weight out on weigh-in day, maybe even a rehydration clause in it, just to make sure the fight can happen. But it being an exhibition means there doesn't have to be a set weight. There doesn't have to be a catch weight. You weren't getting Jake to come down past 190 pounds or 185 at the very least. I know he said he'd do 185 for Canelo. I don't know about doing that for Gervonta Davis, but there's just not a physically possible way Jake is getting to like 175 or 170 and Tank, whatever he walks around at, whether it's 150, 160, whatever, he's not jumping up to like 180 pounds to fight Jake, so they had to make it an exhibition.
Called the matchup a disgrace to boxing. He accused Paul of ducking him once again and opting for easier, safer opponents instead of facing him directly. KSI's comments reignited his rivalry with Paul, fueling fresh debate about when, or if, the two YouTubers will finally settle it inside the ring. When news broke that Davis would fight Paul instead of pursuing their much-anticipated rematch, Lamont Roach Jr. blasted the decision on social media. He implied that Davis deliberately chose money over legacy, ducking him in favor of a Netflix spectacle. Disappointed but undeterred, Roach hinted at pivoting toward a potential clash with Shakur Stevenson if the Davis rematch doesn't materialize. Across social media, fans have overwhelmingly sided with Tank Davis. Many are convinced that his refined skill and ferocious power will render Jake Paul helpless. One blunt fan comment went viral: "Tank Davis is beating Jake Paul, no contest." Co-first round, if not, they're faking it all for a paycheck from Netflix. So what do you think? Will Jake Paul's size advantage shock the world? Or will Tank Davis prove that skill and speed always be hype?